I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
And goodness knows the weekend's lives are lonely.
Y'all smoking crack! Something is wrong with you people! What the hell has this world come to?
Welcome to The Chaotic Good. I'm your host Anthony, and thank you for joining me again for yet another video.
Another one.
If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and of course hit the bell so you never miss out on another upload. Let's get into it. So this is part 2 of liberals and leftists celebrating the death of a great man. If you don't know, Charlie Kirk met his untimely demise on Wednesday while having a debate in Utah. I think it's Utah Valley University, UVU, right? And in true leftist and feminist fashion, they are celebrating the death of a man who pretty much disagrees with them. I know, lunatics, crazy ass people. I did a part 1 recently. I'm gonna pin it somewhere here in the video. There was so much footage of this thing, so I took it upon myself to pretty much expose them for what they really are. So that's why we have a part 2. So here goes. And yet here we have another deviant. Let's see what this guy is saying. I have one question for you.
Why are you gay?
Not that. The question is, Omae no tosan wa dokura? Boys dein Vater. Where your daddy there? Where is your dad? Do you even have one? I know I can see the comments. No, he just called him fatherless in 4 languages. But can you blame me? This guy doesn't strike me as someone who was raised with a dad. You cannot convince me that he had a father growing up. And this bloke thinks he has the power to send people to hell. And where do you think you're going, mister? I'm not one to condemn anyone to hell because I don't have that kind of power, but you surely think you do. And you think you're high and mighty when you're calling for the assassinations and think it's gonna restore some kind of balance. But let me ask you this question. It's not like the other one. When is political violence okay? When is it okay to cause harm to anyone who disagrees with you? It's like you people haven't been told no in your lives. Yes, I said you people. It's like you people haven't been told no in your lives, and you want people to serve you. You might want to slow it down there a bit. Your puberty blockers and your weekly estrogen infusions don't suddenly make you a woman. Bro thought that because he moved from being Jabba the Hutt to medium ugly, he can start demanding shit. We hold them accountable on this side, sir. Go sit down somewhere.
He's cooking on garbage.
I think if you aren't celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, that you are disrespecting him. I mean, he died so that the gunman who gunned him down could use a gun to gun him down. He's a martyr. He died for what he believed in. I think that's worth celebrating.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Hey, Captain Mophead, you might want to lay off the mushrooms, alright? Secondly, the Second Amendment stands. It was made to protect Charlie and others from the same people who took him out. Unfortunately, the perimeter wasn't really secured as it was supposed to be. Imagine living in a country where criminals have access to guns and you don't. Imagine living in a space where criminals have access to guns and you don't have a firearm to protect yourself. What's going to happen is that you're going to be at the mercy of the same people who shot this guy.
Oh no, Charlie Kirk is dead. Now I can't ask him what he thinks about gun control.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Why don't you just fuck off now, okay?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Again, twisting the Constitution to fit their own narrative. You notice a pattern here. And this is the same guy in the previous clip, by the way. And this is supposed to be the same party of compassion. It gets worse. Much worse. I pity the fool who has to end up with this one. Yikes.
Oh shit, this nigga dead, y'all. Oh no, when this happened, niggas
And these are the people who vote. Surprise, surprise, surprise to no one. Regardless of how you feel about the guy, having empathy for anyone who was taken out like this is a natural thing, especially if it was unprovoked in this case. But to each his own, I suppose. And yet I give you another compilation of idiots rejoicing, then deleting the video to save face, but the internet remains undefeated.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
And goodness knows the wicked's lives are lonely.
I wonder if any one of them took the time to realize that hate is taught and indoctrinated. Somebody in some dark room wanted you to be like this, and they have succeeded.
Yeah, and I don't know who told Dr. Umar that he was a spokesperson of all black people, but we need to stop that right now. Why did he feel the need to go on Instagram and tell us that we need to stop rejoicing that Charlie Kirk is dead and that he had no direct action of black people being harmed? I mean, Google is free, but that's neither here or there. Dr. Umar is a perfect example of what happens when you perform black radicalism. That shit is a performance to him, because when it's times like this and when shit happens, when it's time for you to actually put it in practice, you fumble. Dr. Umar is more worried about the platforms that he's probably going to be no longer invited to if he sits there and seems like he's rejoicing over the fact that Charlie Kirk is dead, rather than being now the spokesperson for black people and talking sense into us. And like he said, there's going to be some people, we're not going to be able to psychologize this from some people. Some people are going to have to be put to sleep. For good.
While I strongly believe that Dr. Umar Johnson is indeed a grifter based on his actions of late, I want to say that him not wanting people to celebrate the death of this guy is him appealing to the humanity in all of us. Say what you want about him, but a broken clock is at least right 2 times a day. Nothing is wrong with him telling his set of people that, hey, perhaps we should not be jumping for joy of this guy meeting his demise. It might not look good for our movement.
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow.
Brother.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
It's good.
Wow, that's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it. Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got shot today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
You know, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
Who told you that shit? So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended, so.
A sad day in America indeed. In a year or 3, these kids will be deciding the future of the country. The indoctrination is wild on these college campuses, and that's why people like Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, etc. are important. Because they actively engage with the electorate. They provide a nuanced perspective and a differing opinion. Sadly, we lost one of them this week, but these people will call it a win. I swear, the feminization of liberal men needs to be studied. This guy is one soy latte away from evolving. Remember what I said about a liberal man's final form? Well,
the amount of outrage that is currently blowing up my phone right now is absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to talk about my most recent Instagram story and why I do not care about your guys' feelings. I recently posted on my Instagram story about Charlie Kirk.
Good Lord, I can't even stand to look at this one. The power of Christ compels you.
about the fact that he was recently just in the neck. And I reposted the video, of course, saying thank God. Not literally God, but expressing relief for the fact that another bigot was in the fucking... Gotta cut myself off there.
Not literally God, because this guy literally worships the devil. Yes, he sells voodoo on TikTok and Instagram, if you can believe that shit. I'm not going to show any of that on there, but since I wasn't able to find a decent video without the watermark because he kept deleting his video, you have the burden of seeing his tag, so you can go on his TikTok and see what's going on. There's a lot of creepy shit on there. I'm not going to go back over there again. And yet I say, these are the people who live among us.
And since I did that, my phone has been blowing up with people messaging and commenting about the fact that I should be taking down that video or giving people a warning or a censorship, and that it is absolutely wrong for me to be celebrating these things. Which, did y'all literally forget that I curse Nick Fuentes publicly? Like, did y'all forget who I am and what I do? I literally ruin lives for a living. But I digress.
Jesus Christ.
The fact that some of y'all also claim to hate him and then come after me because of what I display on my page and how I choose to display it shows that you didn't hate him enough. The fact that people are defending him or supporting him or even his family at all is just stupid and shows that you guys don't have any true moral backbone. I'm glad that he got shot.
You're weaponizing hate while your business is literally cursing people and destroying lives, as you freely admitted to. You can't make this up. I cannot make this up.
I'm glad that he is being made an example. And no, I don't give a shit about the fact that his wife was there. His child, on the other hand, no kid should have to go through that. So my condolences are there, and that's as far as they go. Outside of that, his wife married him. She's just as bad as him. I don't give a fuck about her either. People need to realize that in order to deal with bigots, in order to deal with the extremists, the people who are trying to take away women's rights, the people who are trying to take away the rights of American citizens and immigrants, the people who are voting for Trump, the people who are doing these things to our country, saying the things that they do and getting away with it, deserve and need to be dealt with accordingly. So of course I wish harm on these people, and I wish more than that.
So people should just die for their opinions. Got it.
I am more than happy. I am thrilled. I am relieved that people like this are being turned into examples. I think that y'all forget that there was a point in time in history where acting like a Nazi, spreading Nazi propaganda, or being a Nazi got you beat the fuck up. Turned you into an example. People like him need to be made an example. People need to realize that there is no tolerance whatsoever for shit like this. Because if we tolerate shit like this and y'all keep acting soft and y'all just keep being a fucking snowflake, nothing is actually going to be dealt with. You need to get some thick skin. This is reality. You don't want to see it? That's great. If you have the opportunity to not see it, that's privilege. But that's what's going on in the world, and that's especially what's going on in America right now.
It's funny how you call people snowflakes, but yet you advocate for violence for your political opponents. You don't like what they say, so you want them dead. Okay.
The thing that pissed me the furthest off about this whole situation is not a single one of you that slid up and complained about this didn't respond to a single one of the posts that had to do with immigration. Not a single one of the videos I reposted on my Instagram showing families getting stripped away, talking about the human that is currently happening in the US. Not a single one of you slid up and said these same things about the children in Palestine that I'm posting, the people of Palestine that I'm posting, in the conditions that they are currently in. Not a single one of you, not a single fucking one of you messaged me to talk about those things, to talk about the pain of those things.
You're advocating for people in a far-off country while you actively put curses and hexes on people in your own country. That's wild stuff. And yet you claim to care for people. Again, I tell you, these fucking witch doctors, man, they're fucking crazy. Pure evil, plain and simple.
It was about this racist asshole of a white man who absolutely hates women.
You as women should want to be provided for. In fact, you should have an expectation that you as a woman are so important and so critical and so necessary and beautiful that it shouldn't even be a question.
But see, to me, when I was dating, it would be a huge turnoff if the check comes and she just looks at it and then looks at me and looks at the check.
I totally disagree.
But Charlie hates women though. And you, sir, you claim to love women so much, but you can't even stand them enough to date them. Tell me how that works. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, ring the bell so you never miss out on another upload. And as always, help a brother out.